last night was the opening preseason game of the year between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks, and we actually saw some really good things out of rookie quarterback Cam Miller, man. And in this video, I wanted to break down that fourth quarter. I want to show you what he added to this team that maybe we weren't expecting to see. And before we dive into some of the film, I don't have the all-22 coaches film yet, but if you do want another one of those videos with that type of film, don't worry, it is coming soon. And give me a letter grade of Cam Miller down below, as well as some other guys that impressed you. Now, with that being said, let's kind of dive right into the video. The first thing we notice on this play, guys, as we know this, the pump, the sluggo touchdown to Cedric Jackson. So we see this safety biting down here. So they're in a one high safety look. This guy's biting down closer to the line of scrimmage. The other safety's to the top side of your screen, right top side over here, right? So he's already cheating to the other hash mark. So what Cam Miller does here is he looks off this slant, right? He's going to pump fake the slant. He's going to get 33, this safety, to gravitate towards this position. And again, now we are just getting down the field. Okay, so he manipulates 33, gets him out of the play, technically, right? And then boom. Now we place this perfectly out of the reach of this safety. Beautiful job, perfect amount of space, and that is a touchdown. Again, this is beautiful. We know that since these guys are in a zone coverage, their job is to specifically read the quarterback's eyes. Okay, which means they don't know where the receivers are. They're just reading the eyes. So he jumps and then boom. All right, let me move my face cam here to the opposite side so you guys can see this a little bit better. But look at this guy falls and boom, chucks it. But look at the placement. It's right where it needs to be. Right where it needs to be. Cam Miller showcased a lot last night. I thought Aiden O'Connell looked better, way better in the second half last night. The first half he was, it wasn't great. Man, I'll tell you one thing. Cam Miller impressed me a ton last night. I think he's got a real shot to be the backup quarterback of this team come week 1, honestly. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let's dive into some even more of his highlights from last night. I actually want to show you one more angle of this thing. Watch him right before he throws it, right? Pump fake. He looks back at the middle safety to see, okay, can I make this throw, right? If he was already right here, you're probably not going to make that throw as confidently. You might still make it, but since he looks at him over the middle, he's like, okay, we still got plenty of space. That's when he tells himself, yup, take the read, and it is perfect. Again, I'm all in on Cam Miller, not as a starter, but as a potential backup here in the NFL this season and maybe a future starter down the line. Now, I do want to be completely transparent. I don't want to show all of his best plays with not showing some of the little bit worse plays. Right here, to be completely fair, we're working on play action, and the left tackle just gets absolutely demoralized. I will say he's got to get rid of the football, whether it even be just a throwaway, getting outside the pocket and just chucking this thing. We got to get the ball out of our hands. It is not a great thing to take sacks. Okay, but again, technically, his left tackle just gets demoralized. Now, I don't want to say this is open, but you can probably fit this in there if you're a good enough quarterback. Maybe you have 86 as well coming over in this direction, and hopefully you guys can see a little bit better now. You guys let me know. Would you make any of those throws here? Again, you got a guy running right at you, so maybe there wasn't really a shot there, but either way, does end up taking the sack. Down 3 with the minute 20. If this is first quarter, then sure, take the sack and not force anything. But being down by 3 with the minute 23 in field goal range, you definitely do not want to take a sack here. But again, it's tough, man. There's really nothing there. But that is, is something that did take place. Here's another play I actually really like from Cam Miller. This one, you got 4th and 1, right? You're down by 3. You could just take the field goal, but they want to put a little bit of trust in. They want to put him in positions where you need to succeed on this down and distance, right? And right here, I knew exactly what they're going to call. They're going to run a read option because that's what they like to do, especially with the quarterback like Cam Miller, who can utilize those legs, right? So the first thing we notice here is look at how in they're playing, right? They're playing wicked inside because this defense knows that they want to inside zone this thing, right? And they just want to be up there to clog the middle. So that's the first thing he sees. But also, this linebacker is not playing to the outside, and they're also playing kind of off, okay? So Cam Miller realizes that, and we're going to, boom, all we're doing is reading this Linebacker, he bites down just slightly, but Cam Miller says, I can do this, right? Lowers his shoulder, and boom, has the speed to pick up not only 1, but maybe 4 or 5 yards on this play. Again, Cam Miller had a lot of things. This was another big one, gutsy play to actually keep this thing and put the fate of this game in your hands. Again, that's another thing I like to see out of a rookie quarterback. One more play. We're going to get something in the flats as well. We got one high safety look to the right side of your screen there. We're also off coverage to this side as well. Linebackers over the middle. And they're going to be, again, we're going to full slide the offensive line to the right besides the left tackle. He's in man coverage. We keep the running back in to protect. These guys are getting vertical. This guy's going to hit those flats once again. And because they're in off coverage, we love these flats, especially if you don't have any timeouts on 3rd and 17. Let's just get us in a little bit better field goal range to tie this game. He ends up finding the space and then getting his guy for only 5-6 yard pickup, but gets his, in better field goal range compared to what it would have been without this play. So again, I thought he did a great job taking what the defense gave him and allowing his team to be in this game to potentially win it at the very end. And this is actually one of my favorite plays by Cam Miller in this game. You have that sluggo pump fake, that was beautiful. But this is one where you have some resilience, man. You're down, or no, you're tied 23-23, 20 seconds left to go. Just outside of field goal range by like 15, 20 yards or so. And you have no timeouts. So you're in a really tough spot. But man, does he do a great job. First of all, he adjusts his protection. And we understand here that they're overloading this right side of the offensive line. So what he does is he actually slides from the left guard over, right? So we're in a slide here. We're in man-to-man here. And does a great job protecting himself in this pocket, buying him some time, sliding the offensive line to the overloaded side. Also, keeping his running back on a chip or just a block. Now, look at as he gets outside of the pocket. He understands that you have a limited amount of time, right? You got guys on their way to you, and everyone is on this side of the field, right? But as you start to get outside the pocket, teams get nervous. They bite these defenders down, and that's exactly what happens. And he ends up finding Cedric Jackson wide open on that sideline, who also was able to get out of bounds. Now, I'm guessing that we probably have what? You probably got this out. Probably got like a flat, and then you probably got like a go ball or something, maybe a deep comeback. I'm not really too sure what that route is. Again, if we had the all 22, we'd be able to see it a lot better here. But yeah, you got the flat here. Looks like 85 tries to get inside release, and then we probably just got that out. That ends up working out perfectly, man. And I think it works out perfectly because our flat route is a little bit less shallow and comes up to the sticks, which forces these guys to bite down. I think that's all it took, man. Cam Miller, utilizing that awareness, that speed outside the pocket, but then the throw on the run. Sign me up, dude. I do like Cam Miller a lot. I think there were some really good plays, and I wish there was a little bit more. Ultimately, their block gets kicked. Pete Carroll and the Seahawks on the reunion is a tie game. Guys, really quickly, make sure you guys do me a big time favor, by the way. Hit the like button if you haven't already done so yet. It helps out the channel so much. But also, make sure you guys are subscribed. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to join the family. And we will be covering the Raiders throughout the entirety of the offseason, training camp, preseason, and then once regular season here, we're going to be breaking down all 22 coaches film for you guys for pretty much every single game. Let me know who you want me to break down next in terms of a player. I will say, and I'll do it in this video so I don't end it here, but there's another guy that I was actually really excited about coming into the game, and he kind of looked pretty good today. Okay, so two big shout outs. One to Collier here. This dude was really, is it Collier or Collier? He looked really good, as well as Dylan Lauby. Both those guys gave me some good impressions offensively. But this is one carry that I remember looking at and be like, whoa, this guy, he actually runs with a little bit of fearlessness, if you want to say, or he runs with a chip on his shoulder. And here's just a little inside zone, right? Take it up the middle. Look at the one cut ability. I know you guys can't really see it because of the play button. Let's go back like this. Again, he's going to stop. He's going to one cut back up the field, follow his blockers, and then watch him just kind of lower the shoulder and just go from here. Right, boom, and then drives his way through for a first down. This is exactly what you want to see out of a running back. And again, once the all 22 coaches film comes out, we're going to be able to break this down a lot better. It's not out as of right now, but should be out within the next few hours. So maybe we'll make another one of these videos. But yeah, hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications for more of these updates throughout the entirety of the season. And you guys are probably going to say, why aren't you just playing the clip in full? They'll copyright me, so I have to pause every couple of seconds, which sucks. But not for the all 22 coach film. So hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.